Hey Booze, Priscilla Monique here, and this is my first tutorial and voiceover. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. Alright, today we're going to do an editorial look on my beautiful model Marie Claire. I start by hydrating the skin with my Badescu spray, and then I'm going to double up on that hydration with Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil. This is a hydrating facial oil, and exactly what it says, it does. Marie has oily skin. Despite that, I still use the oil because the way I massage it into the face and really work it into the skin, it doesn't leave the skin oily. It just leaves it very hydrated. And this is a dream to blend foundation on. So this is just prepping and priming the skin and making it extra smooth and easy to manage with the foundation. Marie and I are huge fans of Danessa Myricks Beauty, and we're just chatting over how amazing all her products are. So right here, I just added a double primer on top of that. This is Touch in Soul's No Poreblem Primer. And because she does have a drive from me to the shoot, I just want to make sure that everything sits still and doesn't crease and just looks very fresh whenever she has her shoot, because I believe it is going to be outdoors. So right here, I'm just prepping the eyes for shadow with Urban Decay eye primer. So going in with some even more hydration is Danessa Myricks Prism Effects Hydrating Lotion. And this right here is another primer. It does have this pearlescence opal sheen to it. It definitely adds a glow to the skin. This is the base underneath the foundation. So this is really going to just glow through it and make it skin just look like skin. Remember, we're going for an editorial look, so I feel like that is a staple in the look itself. It's just skin looking like skin. Okay, time for foundation application. I'm going to be using Danessa Myricks Vision Cream in color W04, color W06, and color W05. So after I find her right color combination, I'm just going to start by taking my concealer brush and really laying the product on, and then I go in with my foundation brush and buff it out. Because it is a full coverage product, I want to concentrate the full coverage really where I feel like she needs it most, and then pretty much feather it upwards towards the under eyes. I don't put that much product, but I just buff around the edges around it because I'm still going to put concealer under her eyes. I don't really need foundation there. All right, so because she doesn't have her edges laid, I went in with a smaller blending brush and just got in between those spaces. I tried not to get the makeup on like around the frame of the face and the baby hairs because foundation is sticky. And then when you add powder, it just sticks to it. So it makes the hairline look ashy, and sometimes it looks like you have extra gray hair. So right here, we're going to start with contour. I did go in with a darker shade around the frame of her face, the basic contour areas. This shade I'm using to contour is W06. So yeah, we all know about contour and where it's supposed to go by now, I hope. What I like to do is dispense it onto the face with my concealer brush and then very quickly give it a fast blend. I don't like contours and concealers to really sit on the face. That's what tends to give it a very cakey look. And again, we're going for that, very clean, light editorial look. So before the concealer gets tacky and dries, I work it out. Not the best workout, but it's pretty much to even out and distribute the color all over the face. And then when I feel like I've done that, I go in with my foundation brush, and that's where I really buff out all the edges and get that seamless blend. So now we're really starting to sculpt the face. Under the eyes, I used Vision Cream in W04 mixed with a little Tarte Shape Tape in Deep Sand. So after I distribute that on the high points of her face, I'm going to go over those places with a damp beauty blender. And again, this shade is probably a shade or two lighter than her regular complexion. I don't want to go too crazy because it is an editorial look. So I'm just going around the contour edges, and then after the beauty blender, we're going to go back in with the foundation brush and give that an all over blend. So now I'm going to work on setting the face. I buff out all and any creases under the eyes before I set. I'm using Danessa Myricks Evolution powder in 2.5, and this is a very light application, very minimal translucent powder, because all the great skin prep that I did, I don't want that to disappear. We want that dewy skin to shine through, but I still want to lock in certain places of the face that I feel like she can get super oily and crease. All right, now I'm starting with contouring. And contouring, I'm using the Juvia's Place, the Warrior 2 palette. And I'm just warming the face up and bringing a little bit more dimension into the face and the contours. And I'm using the colors Yodit and Kafuru. I don't know if I said that right, but I tried. All right, starting with the eyes, I'm gonna buff out any creases, and then I'm gonna set lightly and then dust that off. Because this is a very fresh look, I'm only going to use two colors. My first color is going to be the transition color, and this is from the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership palette. It's that dark chocolatey color in the palette, and this is what I'm using on a super big fluffy blending brush. And so I'm just buffing out all the edges and really getting a diffused blend on the lid. Again, this is going to be the transition color. So I'm buffing it out, blending it out, and pulling it upwards and really buffing out those edges. Okay, I'm going to add a little pop of color in her inner corner just to bring some light to her eyes. And this is Becca Cosmetics Chocolate Geode. I'm not sure how to say that, but it's just the highlighter in the inner corner. Now on a concealer brush, I'm using Danessa Myricks Colorfix. This stuff is amazing. I can make a whole video of how great it is, but the color I'm using is chocolate. It's a 24-hour waterproof, crease-proof, life-proof, bulletproof makeup cream. You can use this on the eyes, lips, face, whatever. You can just get creative with it, and I really love it because it's so blendable and vibrant. Here I'm just lining her waterline with Stilazzi Smoky Quartz Gel Liner. It's just a chocolate gel liner. And then I go in with a smudge brush with some more Colorfix from the lid, and I just smudge out her bottom lash line. Just going for an even balance. How beautiful. She's flawless. So here I'm just dusting away that extra powder. And now I'm going to move on to eyebrows. I'm just going to set the eyebrows real quick with this eyebrow pomade. I'm going to link it down below. I totally forgot the name, but this is just going to fluff them up and spread out the eyebrows and give them a very exotic, natural look. So moving on to blush, I'm going to be using MAC's Mineralize Blush in Lovejoy. And then I'm going to deepen that with a Juvia's Place palette, the Warrior 2. There is a color in here called Jamada, and I'm just deepening that blush color and intensifying it. So after that, I'm going to just go in with my foundation brush again and press everything into the skin and blend around all the edges. Okay, highlight time. For highlight, I'm using Becca Cosmetics Chocolate Geode. And yeah, it's just basically where you put highlight, guys. I think we all know where highlight goes by now. So all the high points of the face, cheekbone, and everything else in between. I love this as a base. And then to intensify it, I am using Danessa Myricks Halo Powder in Heat to intensify that highlight. This just gives it a beaming glow. All right, now that the eyebrows are set, I'm just going to fill in the sparse spaces with, I believe this is a Morphe pencil in chocolate. So I'm just filling in lightly here and there where I feel like she needs it. All right, y'all, time to get creative. So right here, I'm using Sugar Pill Goldilocks and Mayron mixing liquid to make this design, and a fan brush. A tip to fan brushes, putting it under water and just see how the bristles crease and separate. It kind of gives you an inkling of the abstract design that's going to come out. And Marie is feeling it. She feels like the goddess she is, honey. Speaking of goddess, I am using Danessa Myricks Illuminating-VEIL Goddess all over her chest. She's going to be modeling beautiful gold jewelry, so I feel like just making her skin glow even more than what it is already is just going to pop off the pictures and the jewelry and just tie everything together. So to enhance more of the gold detail in the look, I've got some hair gel here, and I just got her hair kind of tacky, and I'm going to lay down some gold flake. There's no particular pattern to it. I'm just laying it on there. Whichever way it goes is whichever way it goes. So all right, starting the lips. I'm using Colorfix and Desert Rose at first. I really, really love this color. It's just a beautiful pink pastel. But stepping away, I kind of felt like it was a little bit too light for her complexion, so I darkened it with Colorfix Plum Wine. Just a little bit. I just needed like a shade or two darker than what I was looking at, and it worked out great. Okay, so right here I just have on a mascara brush, just whatever mascara, I can't even tell you, I just picked it up out of my kit. But I'm just focusing on darkening the root of the lash and then working the rest of the product up. Because this is an editorial look, we don't need a huge spidery lashes. So to top off the look, I'm going to be using Colorfix Glaze. It's just a clear gloss. The formula is amazing. Whatever you put underneath it is not going to crease and break down. It's just going to give you that long-lasting glossy lid. That's just iconic for editorial looks. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you like it. I'm very pleased with it. Like I said, this is my first video, so be nice. If you have any questions, comments, whatever you can give me, just put them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I need all the support I can get. All right, boos. Till next time.